Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to bring you an extremely important video on VeChain. It just keeps blowing up. It keeps mooning. Messin called me in an utter panic. He was knocking on my door, screaming and yelling. I had to calm him down. He told me I had to look at VeChain. We have to break down some TA because there's some extremely important things that you guys need to understand in order to know what's going on with VeChain. We brought him on in this video to help explain what's going on. What's up, man?
Oh, we're recording.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay. VeChain is doing great today. We broke out of the wedge we've been talking about for the past couple of days here. So hopefully you entered this long if you're trading or you've been on the VeChain train here. This option has been great. Today we opened at the 15.3 cents, went all the way up to the 17.6 cents, and now we're seeing some sort of retracement. So we're going to discuss some support and resistance zones that you need to be careful of, and some critical zones that VeChain needs to maintain above for us to actually continue to uptrend.
Yeah, 100%. So folks, like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads because we were calling this wedge the other day. So to understand what's going on here in the short term, we impulsed up, and right now I believe we're just stuck between this range here. We can see how we're constantly getting rejected off 17 cents. There's a nice spike in volume in these regions, and you can see how the candle bodies are pretty closely reacting off the 167 here. And as support, kind of 15.8 cents, just under 16 cents is acting as support. A little bit of sideways price action, a little bit of volume, and we have the 21 EMA on the 1 hour. So we're within this range. Whatever way we break out of this range will be very critical for understanding what the next big move is for VeChain. So do you want to run through some of the support levels?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. So I would say the biggest thing, maybe just to give them a quick rundown to why we've been having this uptrend today. We went up almost 15%, and now we retraced down 8% while we're literally during the day. So overall, we'll just link the other videos we had here for just a bit more of a detailed analysis for you. And overall, we know exactly where the sells have been coming in. We had this nice breakout. We're retesting those levels at the 14 cent all the way to the 14.7 cent. And as soon as we broke above that, this was a major support, major resistance zone. We see a lot of trading activity on the VPVR. We pushed all the way up. And right now we're here. So overall, we know for a fact that our 21 EMA on the 6 hour and the 21 EMA on this is the 1 hour right here.
Hour,
yeah. He has to cut me off, guys, but it's all good.
It's a bit confusing. It's okay.
21 hour on the 21 EMA on the 6 hour as well has also have been acting as a support zone. So overall, right now, it's a bit too early to call any. I would say retracement zone. We need to see VeChain continue to maintain above the 15.8 cents, somewhere close to the 16 cents over here. And we need to see how the day ends, basically. If VeChain continues to retrace below and can't find that support, then we're clearly going to find that support at the 14.6, the previous side of this wedge. But we just need to see. The buyers have been in the market for a while now. And we know the more parabolic the movement here, we've been really going up. Brendan, you mentioned something, before we even start this video. You're still skeptical a bit of the upward movement. So anything can happen at this point.
Right, yeah, because look, here's the thing, folks. We've been going up so parabolically here. I think at some point here, I'm not saying it's gonna happen right now, but at some point, VeChain is probably due for some 30-40% correction. Something similar to this movement here from back in February wouldn't surprise me, where we had, let's see how much of a movement down the downside, roughly a 40% movement down to the downside. So I'm not saying it's going to happen right now, but we have been exploding pretty parabolically. A bit more of a pullback is probably in store, and if Bitcoin starts ripping up, that's going to affect Bitcoin dominance. That's going to affect the pairings, and the altcoins could cool off if Bitcoin decides to all of a sudden rip up here. So I think you're right. We need to wait to see what way we break out of this channel here, break out of the zone. We could retest the top of these wicks, but I think maybe more importantly is this volume, because I find that sometimes volume can act as better support / resistance, more so than even wicks, because wicks, I find that when trading, price can sometimes even go through it, but I find the volume is sometimes more helpful for calling potential support and resistance. As well, if we just kind of take a sec here to look at our EMAs here, they are very reactive here. The 21 EMA here on the 6-hour constantly acting as a floor of support everywhere we look. So if we start to break down below the 21 EMA on the 1 hour and the 21 EMA on the 6-hour, probably more likely that we could see that continued downside. Although from the top of this wick to here to that 21 EMA is about a 20% movement downwards. So let's say we had a 40% movement downwards. Where could we go to? Could we go to 10 cents? I mean, theoretically possible if VeChain had that kind of correction right now. Something like 10 cents is possible in my opinion. Ultimately, I think the most important support level for VeChain is that 200 EMA on the 6-hour. We can see how continuously, every time we pumped and dumped, we continuously found that support on the 200 EMA on the 6-hour here. So I've been talking quite a lot. I know Meston wants to jump in here. What do you think is worth mentioning in this picture?
You can keep going, man. It's fine. No, so I think right now you're right. I think the more parabolic we go upwards, the more you need to be careful. And especially, we've been having people in VeChain for the longest time ever, and they've been waiting. And to be honest, even if we're looking right here, if we're looking at this point, something even conservative, midway through March, for example, if we just take all the people that were accumulating all the way here, now we extend that. In terms of profits, we're looking at, let's see here, this disappeared out of nowhere. We're looking at major gains for a lot of people in the hundreds of percentages in terms of profits. So that's something we definitely need to keep in mind. I think once people start seeing those kind of profits, I still think there's a lot of interest in the market for VeChain. It literally just the past couple of weeks, VeChain has been getting the interest, the buyer's interest it deserves. And we're seeing that happen right now. So it could be still a bit. We just need to see how this plays out right now. We will probably see maybe a couple more times with this still pumps, but expect a lot of volatility because not everybody is in it for the long term with VeChain. You're having a lot of traders also trading this and trying to get some nice percentages off of it. So definitely on a very macro scale, the 200 EMA and the 21 EMA on the 6-hour, but also 21 EMA on the 1 hour is going to give us that short-term movement. So let's see if that holds or no. If not, I'm looking at the next test.
Oh, looks like Messon cut off there. I don't know what's going on with your mic there, bud. Did you mute yourself?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Perfect. So yeah, no, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
Probably cut off a lot, but
No, that's fine. Like you're saying, we just need to wait to see how we react off these support levels. And look, just to clarify here, I'm not saying that I think there's going to be 30% or 40% pullback tomorrow, although it's technically possible. In fact, VeChain looks bullish right now. If we look at the VeChain Bitcoin pairing, which is a very relevant thing to look at to understand hidden support and resistance and hidden bullish and bearish divergence, right now, we are getting bullish divergence on the VeChain Bitcoin pairing. What is happening in this picture is tremendously significant because the last time VeChain was this bullish was 2018 on the VeChain Bitcoin pairing. This is extremely significant. The fact that we have now gotten above these wicks, these ranges from back in July 2020 is extremely significant. And as long as we can hold above these wicks here, I think VeChain, the VeChain Bitcoin pairing can see bullish continuation, and that is 100% going to be a factor that helps the US dollar of VeChain continue to rise.
yeah, and I was saying if you go back to that same chart we had there on VT, yeah. So one thing to keep in mind here, if we zoom in, this is the range we've been looking at overall, and before this, on July 20th. 2020. These are the wicks we were looking at, but overall here we're starting to see a lot of candles close above those previous candles. So this is where the closing price was for these guys over here back in 2020, and right now we're seeing a lot of daily candles closing above those previous candles. So it's just a healthy sign of market interest, healthy sign of that buyers are in the market. And right now, if the day closes nicely here above this range, then I think this is probably although we're giving a lot of caveats and we're giving a lot of things for people for the watchers to watch out for in VeChain, but I think it could be still the beginning for VeChain. This is probably nothing if the market continues to head that direction.
Yeah, 100%. And look, even if VeChain corrects, I'm I would not be worried personally myself for several reasons. Bitcoin dominance here. Bitcoin dominance has fallen below a key level from back in August, July. That was the previous altcoin season. The fact that we've now fallen below that is extremely significant. For those who don't know, Bitcoin dominance is the total value of Bitcoin in comparison to the total value of all cryptocurrency. Whenever it rises, altcoins typically suffer. Whenever it falls, altcoins typically benefit. So we fell below a key level. I think eventually by the end of this bull run, end of the cycle, we're likely to be around these ranges, around 30-40% in Bitcoin dominance. So even if VeChain has a bit of a correction in the short term, I understand that Bitcoin dominance is likely to fall over the long term, continue falling to these regions, which would cause altcoins to benefit as well. Again, folks, like these corrections are commonplace. 30%, 40%, some odd corrections are commonplace here. So expect it. Don't be surprised if it happens. If it does happen, I mean, hell, I'll probably be buying more VeChain, or at least would hope to buy more VeChain. Ultimately, if VeChain ever gets near the 200 EMA on the 6 hour again, that's personally a giant buy, in my opinion. We can see how continuously that was the bedrock of support for VeChain. So, I mean, those are most of my thoughts with VeChain for the moment. I don't know if you have any final words here to wrap up.
Same thing. Just make sure you stay tuned for other videos we put up today. We're going to delve deep into a lot other more cryptocurrencies. So just make sure you subscribe, like the video if you actually do. And yeah,
folks, look, stay tuned. Whatever way we break out of this thing, we form a new pattern. We're going to be letting you guys know. Ultimately, I think our target is 19 cents based off a Fibonacci extension level if we can start to hold above this resistance range here. Join our Discord, and if you want to support us, you like what we do, join our Patreon, and you get access to our VIP Discord. Link for everything is down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Take care.